we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Denver Broncos. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway in Foxborough. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Lock's throw caught by Sutton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
Got it. Mike, 57.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Gordon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Crunch.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
On the ready. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Let go.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Stidham. His throw incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Stidham. It's complete. James White. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Ready.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Ready up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A toss play, Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That's it,
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing now is Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Locke going to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Again, it's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Ricky. Let's go.
Locke looks to throw it again. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
McManus now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Stidham. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot.
Now Stidham on first down. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing again here, Stidham. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Stidham will throw again. There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good gain there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 7, and it is also the final play of the first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. We ain't giving up nothing today. 5.
They start the second half with Michel on the ground, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second down, Stidham to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
On 3rd down, Stidham looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Michel. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Here's Stidham. Completes it to Lee. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Face mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Automatic first down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Stidham sets to throw on 1st. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Stidham. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
You ready?
Mike 51! Mike 51! I can't believe they let you run. I can't believe they let you
Now Gordon on first down. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
all day, every day, any day.
Locked to throw on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and 5. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go.
the gun on third down. Lock. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And now out come the Patriots. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White, still on his feet. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They start. They go.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Push him back. Push him back.
Set, go.
Now Stidham, off play action. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
10 logo.
And it's Michel once again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Come on, set. 30 base.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Get it.
They'll run with Michel. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
So we got man.
Stidham to throw it. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Offense.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Now Michel, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Patriots have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Drew Lock and the Broncos. Down 21-14, a minute 15 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Back to throw, Lock. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. The Broncos in the hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Lock to throw. He's got his tight end, Fant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.